NFL 24. And we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a week. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Herbert to throw right away. Short throw to Dissly. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Herbert now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
The Chiefs had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
they run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the
touchdown.
Sky Moore.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
On down is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football,
as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down with Pacheco.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Henley.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down and a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
when you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
All these years we've been watching. Starting to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Toss right side to Pacheco.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's Pacheco once again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Eckler now between the tackles. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Jaden Reed, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Gabe Davis, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right.
Gets around him, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Dissly. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Felix Anudike-Uzomah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Mahomes going to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes now on first down.
Open man right side is Rice.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Travis Kelce from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's a give up the middle. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. Short throw to Disley. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.